Welcome to TechTrends.Programming. Today we are going to talk about what are the compelling reason to learn Delphi programming. So let's get into the actual details. So before heading to the interesting factors, let's discuss about the history, where it was initially released and how far it is used now. Okay. So Delphi was initially released in 1995 and which was improved further with the different companies. And this is simply like an alternative of C Sharp, C++, Java, and other programming languages. So this was initially introduced in 1995 and followed by the based on the inspiration the Microsoft took as a model of this Delphi and they created the C Sharp. And there were a couple of improvements later on by the different companies, and now it is rapidly used in many industries. So this is the release on yearly basis. So if you look at from 1995 to 2022, you can see the each year they were releasing the different version of IDs, and they were naming the IDs like Olympus, Denali, Carnival, Godzilla. Likewise, they were naming the IDs, and mostly they specific to the city names like Tokyo. Likewise, they were naming the IDs. And initially, this Delphi ID was taken care by Boll and Company, and followed by Goat Gear and Embarcadero. They took the complete charge of improving improvising this Delphi language into the modern expectations. So this Embarcadero is owned by acquired by Adira company, and the current version is 11.1 Alexandria, which was released 15th March 2022, and it is mostly written Delphi. It's nothing but Object Pascal, and they were targeting the different platforms like Windows 11, 10, Linux, OS, Android, iOS. These all are the platforms. So they were into different type of adoptions like software development, designers, IDEs, compilers, RTL, runtime libraries. So you can visit embarcadero.com, that is their official website right now. So they were into different type of ID versions which you can opt out. So example, if you are a beginner and without charging any amount of cost, you can download this community edition, that is limited version which with the certain number of features. So this is the left side, you can see this is VCL, that is Visual Component Library, which will give you the beautiful Windows applications you can able to create. The second one, FMX. FMX is a FireMonkey application which you can deploy into iOS, Android, Mac OS, even Windows also it's possible. So once you just build it, you can deploy into different environments. So just a one code, it will deploy into different platforms. So they will offer you runtime libraries, full commercial use, and you can support into different databases. So likewise, they have features on the each type of the ID which you are going to choose. So this is the levels. The first one is community. Second one is professional. Third one is enterprise. Fourth one is architect. So if you're up to out professional, so if you're working with the small kind of teams, like 10 to 15 members, then you can go with this one. So if you are with the large amount of teams, you want to utilize these REST servers, then you can go with the enterprise. Or in case your organization, I mean the team which is very big, also you want to develop a lot of applications related to the database, cloud, and web enabled applications, then you can go with the architect mode. Okay, so why we still love Delphi? and what are the benefits. So let's discuss. If you look at clearly, the syntax is very clear and easy to understand. Okay, it's like a Python and C sharp. It's more related to the C sharp. The code base is extremely readable, and they were providing large amount of GUI drag and drop mechanisms, so you can drag and drop the UIs like button, edit box, checkbox. You can drag and drop into the form. You can start work on those things, and they support the different type of databases like SQLite, SQL Server, FireMonkey, MongoDB, extra. They were providing the supports. Also, they support this Windows API, and it is fully object-oriented programming, and it's a high-level programming. Okay, and they provide you a lot of third-party libraries and frameworks. You can utilize those also. So let's talk about the design beautiful desktop and mobile app UIs with Delphi. So you can create a number of desktop applications and mobile applications. There is a Delphi IDE, Embarcadero Rat Studio IDE. Using that, you can create VCL, FMX frameworks to create the desktop and mobile applications. You can deploy into 4K screens also. There's a high resolution 4K screens you can deploy into there. And they were providing you a couple of web related components like TH browser, T-web browser. So as a like a day-to-day life, we are working with the Google Chrome, right? So those kind of browsers also you can adapt into by using this TH browser, T-web browsers, and there are many more components you can able to use it using that Rat Studio IDE. So you can code faster and smarter with the Delphi. What is mean by that? So this IDE, which gives you once you return the code, it will automatically cross-check the errors. The compile time itself. Once you compile, it will give you the errors. Not only the compile time, even you just type code, and it will promptly you give you the alarm saying that this line is wrong or it missed some syntax. So you can runtime you can compile it. Sorry, runtime you can correct it. Also, there are a lot of things you can debug, and they will provide you hint and tips while coding the statements, and they will provide you a lot of like you can like control click, it will go into different units. Also, once you type the code, you can click on dot, and it will gives you a lot of methods which is available for that particular object or property. So likewise, you can have a many features using this Delphi ID, and you can debug with this Rat Studio. The debugging is very easy. You can put the breakpoint, you can set the properties for the breakpoint, and you can add the conditions to the breakpoint. You can call stack the entire flow, like where it is getting errors or some access violations or different kind of errors you are encountering while running the application. So by debugging, you can make a track on those errors also, and you can inspect and pause the Delphi ID at any time. And again, you can deploy into different platforms like iOS, Android, Mac OS, Linux, Windows. So what is this screen tells you? So this is the single code base. Like once you once you return and compile, and you can deploy into different platforms. And it supports Windows 11, Android, iOS, Mac, and this is supports remote desktop. And as I told earlier, you can deploy into high resolution 4K monitors also, and you can do faster coding, and it supports the different platforms of database like SQLite, MS SQL, SQL Server, Oracle, extra. They will supports you, and you can improvise the productivity by typing into this Delphi ID coding. And it supports Linux and cloud aware. components, and you can extend this ID into different mode of third-party services, extra. So as I told earlier, this community edition is fully free. You can download it in this Embarcadero website and you can start working on those things. But as I told earlier, it's limited service. Only the limited features will be available as of now. And what are these Delphi developers, where it resides? So mostly this is the top 15 countries where the Delphi developers are mostly resides. So these Delphi developers count, it's not based on the free or trial pirated versions. The paid versions, they took it and they are working on it. So these statistics, which is took from the internet, and mostly like United States, Germany, European countries, and followed by Russia, China, they were using large amount of this paid version of Delphi IDs. So thank you guys. If you like my video, please like, and if you have any queries, please comment it below, and please forward to your friends if you like it, and subscribe. Thank you.